Today I am going to discuss the second part of collection of data. In the first part we have already discussed about the primary and secondary data. Okay, now come to the secondary data. Now come to the second part of it, that is the census and sample method. Is it clear? So census method, when the data is collected from each and every element of the population, is known as census method. So here the term we have taken population. So population means not the number of human beings. Here the population means items. Is it clear? So in this method, each and every element of the item is taken for consideration and it is known as census method. So it is suitable to know demographic data such as birth rate, death rate, literacy rate, workforce, life expectancy, size and composition of populations, etc. So it is the best method to determine the accuracy, and that's why here I have taken one example that in our country after every 10 years this method is used only to determine the populations. Now come to the merits of census method. First, intensive study of population. So what do you mean by intensive study of population? So here the investigators not only ask the name, but he also collects the information related to that particular populations. Next, huge degree of accuracy. Here the accuracy may be 100% because the investigator has collected the data personally and all the information he has gathered from the respondent personally, and that's why the accuracy is up to 100%. Suitable for different items of population if it is not homogeneous. Homogeneous means 100% identical on the basis of shape, size, color, design, packaging and so on. But you know that all the elements is not 100% homogeneous. In that case, unless we will not collect the data personally, it will not be suitable, and that's why I told that suitable for different items of population. So these are the basic merits of census method. Now come to the what are the demerits of census method. So first, it is highly expensive because the area is very vast. As a result, the investigator will have to use more workforce. It will take more time. The wages will also be maybe higher, and that's why it is known as it is very expensive. Next, needs more time and more manpower. So as I told you, workforce. So workforce here is nothing but it is the manpower. The area is very vast, that's why it can't be complete within the few hours, the few days. It takes huge time for the collection of data. Next, that is the inapplicability, or in case of the population or item is infinite. Infinite means there is no any particular limit. So in that case, this method is not suitable. Is it clear? So these are the basic demerits of census method. Now come to the sampling method. So when only some representative items of populations are selected for the analysis, it is known as sampling method. It means what? Here all the population has not given equal chance. Here only some of the items is taken for investigation, and that's why it is known as sampling method. Here we can take some examples. Suppose I have to prepare a football team or cricket team. A number of players are participating, but out of these players we select someone, and that is known as sampling methods. So what are the factors which affect the sample? Okay, so first, size of population. So sampling method is required where the population is very high. Second, degree of accuracy. Basically, it is selected by the investigators and they have the experience, knowledge how to collect the sample, and that's why I hope that the accuracy may be better. Next, homogeneity. So it is only suitable when the item is identical. Identical means all the players are related to football, all the players are related to cricket, and in that case we will easily select. And if it is the heterogeneous, then this method is not suitable. Nature of the study. So it is also suitable to know about the nature of the populations. Okay, now come to the merits and demerits of sample method. So first merits, that is the reduced cost. So here the investigators personally select the population, and that's why here there is very less, it is very less expensive. Next is the greater speed. Here the output will be the maximum with a high speeds because it doesn't take more time for the selections. Next is the greater accuracy. As I told you, the investigators are well experienced, knowledge, skills they have, and that's why the result may be 100%. Scientific approach, this is the most important. Okay, before the selection of the populations, the investigators apply some scientific approach so that the accuracy may be 100%. Next is the detailed inquiry. So the investigator does not select all. He keeps a record of detailed inquiry related to the items, and accordingly he does the work, and that's why here that is a chance of better inquiry. Next is the what are the demerits of sampling method? There are some demerits. First, difficult to achieve 100% accuracy. Sometimes we select the items, but it does not perform according to our desire. In that case, our selection may wrong, and due to that the result will not be accurate. Next is the lack of representativeness of the samples. So here all the sample cannot represent in a better way, and that's why we face the problems. Bias in the selection of samples. Sometimes either the investigators or the enumerators ignore the talent, intelligence, skills, and they prefer to somebody which creates the problem of partiality, and that's why here it is the chance of bias in the selection of sample. Lack of a specific or a specialized knowledge. If the investigators or the enumerators has not well knowledge how to select the sample, in that case it is harmful. Not possible in case of heterogeneous population. So as we know that sample is taken from the homogeneous. If the item is heterogeneous, then this method will not apply. Okay, I hope this is suitable for understanding the sample and census method. Okay, thank you.